Camping World. Top of the news today.
He's back.
All-time great St. Louis Cardinal Albert Pujols signs for one final season. Says this is it, but he has one more year, signing a one-year, $2.5 million deal, and Albert Pujols going back to St. Louis. Age 42 season. He had 11 years with the Cards. Incredibly productive 11 years. Hit .328, .420 on base, slugged .617, three-time MVP. Last year, used as a platoon player, cut loose by the Angels, then played for the Dodgers, but he'll be back for one more year and back in St. Louis. Hi, everybody. Brian Kenny here with Mike Lowell, Sean Casey. Hello, guys.
Hey, what's up, BK?
Nice to see you guys in suits. We're just getting back in the swing here, but it's good to have you guys back. And that's, this had been floated for a while. I didn't know in this era of ruthless efficiency that the Cardinals would have room, even with a DH, to say, let's bring Albert back for one more.
Well, first, the feel-good aspect is there. You know, I think it just seems right. He's in a Cardinals uniform. If he's going to have that swan song last season, I think it should be in a Cardinals uniform. Secondly, he hits lefties pretty well, BK.
Yeah.
You know, so the NLDH, that, transition into how NL teams can kind of roster construct, they're going to have, is it Corey Dickerson will be basically the DH against righties? He can be productive. He can help out. I mean, look at these numbers against DH. This is a 600 slugging. I'll take that. Yeah. So there could be not only a nice PR move, a nice end of a story to an incredible first ballot Hall of Fame career, but there could be real value here for someone in those choice spots.
I think he still has something left in the tank. I mean, got some postseason starts last year for the Dodgers, crushing lefties, like you said. And I think we're over a 900 OPS against those guys. I mean, listen, I saw this guy in those years when he was in St. Louis. He's obviously not that guy now, but I tell you what, it's a nice story. To have Pujols back in St. Louis has a chance to affect the young guys in that clubhouse. And I think one thing, too, for veteran players that come back like this, BK, for a young guy to watch the routine that a guy like this has can only help that clubhouse.
BK, you were mentioning his numbers in his St. Louis career.
Yeah.
We played against him, Case, in his prime. He was the right-handed hitter that I felt had no weaknesses. Hard thrower, sinker in, boom, he'd get you. A guy who throws cutters away, a soft thrower, a guy who tries to elevate. There were no weaknesses. And a guy who doesn't run, to put up those on-base numbers, those batting average numbers, those slugging numbers, it was truly staggering to see. It wasn't 1 year. It was a decade.
Right.
It was a decade where he was just the elite right-handed hitter of our generation. I put him up, for me, it was Albert Pujols, Miguel Cabrera, Manny Ramirez. Those are the three right-handed hitters that I was just in awe of, and they were just special. It felt like they knew what was coming when everyone else didn't.
Even after the 11 years in St. Louis, it really was, and I've done essays on this on MLB Now. It was Lou Gehrig, Jimmy XX Fox, Albert Pujols for greatest first baseman of all time. Very prideful guy. He didn't like the way he left in St. Louis. Also was not crazy about being cut loose by the Angels as well. Says he wants to go out on his own terms. Here's Pujols today.
Knowing that I was going to get in the playing and just get back with everything started for me here in Jupiter, and wearing a Cardinal uniform again, just not only for this organization, this great organization, but for the best fans in baseball, the Cardinals fans. So I'm just really excited and pumped up and looking forward, to try to help these ball clubs as much as I can. Our goal is to try to win championship like it's always been. I was here for 11 years. We got the opportunity to win 2 of those. And hopefully we have another opportunity this year to get another one. Yes, this is it for me. This is my last round. So, I don't know. I might get pumped up and play winter ball, but this is probably the last uniform that I will wear in the big leagues. I think, Jari and Adam, Mo can tell you. Those guys were FaceTiming, pretty much every day. They're like, "Are you on the plane?" "Yeah, waking me up." Jari wake me up at 6 o'clock in the morning yesterday. I'm like, "Dude," he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "At 6 o'clock, I'm just waking up to try to go work out." So, those guys had a lot of big influence. We have great history together, and we want to add more into our history.
A little 26-minute nap, and I had about a minute and a half left until my alarm went off, and I just feel a giant man on top of me giving me the biggest hug ever. I'm asleep, and I just started smiling instantly. Everybody was laughing because I was like, only one person would wake me up like that. And it was him, number 5. So it's great to see him. He's a great friend, good teammate. So I think he's going to help a lot. I think he's going to help a lot of our team in a lot of different ways.
Adam Wainwright there, who's very productive still. He pitched today, by the way. We'll get to that in a moment. He turned 40 last August. And this is from John Denton, MLB.com. On Yadier Molina, another Cardinals veteran on Pujols returning. Happy to be back. We have one thing in mind, to win another World Series championship. Cardinals are contenders.
Yes.
Pujols, will have to contribute. Molina's still a good player. Wainwright's still a very good player, even in their advanced years. Speaking of which, let's get to St. Louis. Playing Houston in spring training baseball. There's Albert Pujols, big smile coming in. There's Michael Brantley, and Adam Wainwright is on the hill. Brantley takes him deep.
It's a great feeling right there, Mikey, right? Spring training, get one, barrel it up.
Training homer, yeah, I take it. Not too many, though. You don't want to use
I
them.
know.
Jordan Alvarez. Astros, I guess I count them out. No Correa. Can they be the same? They still got a lot of pop.
They got a lot of pop, BK. That lineup is still really long. Really good.
Justin Verlander back to 2-1 the final. Astros beat the Cardinals. Tight game, and Wainwright pitched well. He went 5 innings.
Can this guy stay healthy, Syndergaard? That's the question.
Noah Syndergaard making his Angels debut. Angels and A's. Sean Murphy drives in a run, makes it 1-0 ball game. Seth Brown later. I mean, it comes down to, I just want to know the velo, and is he walking off clutching his forearm, right? That's really what I like. Seriously? Are you okay? How do you feel? Can you pitch? Bottom of the third now is Justin Upton. Justin Upton, who knew? Base hit. David Fletcher scores. Mike Trout scores. Mike Trout is back. Angels take a 2-1
And if
lead.
Upton can stay healthy, that's still a good bat in that lineup. But we need him to be out there for at bats.
Mike Lowell, 4 Ks, 3 2/3, 1 run given up by Syndergaard.
And I like the no walks.
Whatever reasons, Adames.
Here with San Francisco and Milwaukee, Willie Adames had a big day. Puts that out.
That's a nice balanced swing, stays back.
Rowdy Tellez. This is off Logan Webb. Had a big year last year for the San Francisco Giants. Well, they won 107, right? Look at that. They won 100. 107.
That's crazy.
These guys.
This guy's pretty good, too. Corbin Burns. Was that Corbin Burns?
That's Corbin Burns,
Yeah, he's nasty.
Drops one off. Wow. Look at that. He had 5 innings, 8 strikeouts.
He's filthy, man.
Right where he left off.
He's dialed up. No, he looks.
He's ready to
that's
go.
Like that's
he's
August
mid-season
Sharp.
form.
Yeah. I needed a better
August
cliche.
Sharp.
Yeah, there it is. Out of Texas and Seattle, the game you're watching. That's Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray still dealing in the 4th. Went 4 1/3, 6 strikeouts. He's a mercurial performer, but at the high end, we saw what he did last year, like Triple Crown winner, Marcus Semien.
This is a great sign for these guys. I mean, this guy is the leader in the clubhouse, hardest worker on the field. It's a great sign for Texas getting
7 years, Case?
Yeah,
7 years?
heck yeah. You kidding me? Yes.
What, really?
For Semien?
31.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not his money. He'd give him all of them. 7, 8, 9 years.
He's going to be with you at 38, Case. That's all I'm saying. No, great player. I don't need to talk him down. 6-3. They're in the 9th. Julio Rodriguez with an RBI double. We'll take a short break. When we come back on MLB Tonight, we'll get to the Phillies. Look, they're going to hit, I think, and they hit today. And we'll get to those new-look Detroit Tigers. Can they contend? Next.
MLB Tonight is presented by Camping World, making RVing fun.